Have you ever felt like a tool you once loved was no longer serving its purpose? Or maybe you've heard so much hype about a new tool that you couldn't resist trying it out, only to find it wasn't quite what you expected? Today, I want to talk about one such tool, Notion. For a long time, Notion was my go-to productivity app. I loved its flexibility, its ability to adapt to my ever-changing workflow, and its clean, minimalist interface. But over time, I began to notice some drawbacks that eventually led me to abandon it altogether. Reason 1. Complexity creep. One of the biggest reasons I stopped using Notion was the increasing complexity of its features. What started out as a simple note-taking app gradually evolved into a full-fledged project management tool. While this flexibility was initially appealing, it eventually became overwhelming. I found myself spending more time learning new features and customizing my workspace than actually getting work done. Reason 2. Performance issues. As Notion grew in popularity, I began to experience performance issues. My app would often freeze or crash, especially when working on larger projects. This was particularly frustrating because it interrupted my workflow and made it difficult to stay focused. Reason 3. Lack of integration. Another significant drawback for me was the lack of seamless integration with other tools I frequently use. While Notion does offer some integrations, they are often limited in scope and require additional setup. This can be time-consuming and frustrating, especially if you're already using a suite of tools that work well together. Reason 4. The hype factor. I think it's important to acknowledge that part of my decision to stop using Notion was influenced by the hype surrounding it. There was a sense that if I wasn't using Notion, I was somehow behind the times. However, I eventually realized that the best tool for me was the one that actually worked for my specific needs and workflow. Alternatives to consider. If you're looking for a replacement for Notion, here are a few alternatives that you might want to consider. Roam Research. This app is similar to Notion in terms of its flexibility, but it offers a more graph-based approach to organizing information. Bear. A minimalist note-taking app that focuses on simplicity and ease of use. Evernote. A classic note-taking app with a wide range of features and integrations. Microsoft OneNote. A versatile note-taking app that's tightly integrated with the Microsoft ecosystem. Todoist. A task management app that offers a clean and intuitive interface. Ultimately, the decision to stop using Notion was a personal one, and what works for me may not work for you. However, I hope that by sharing my experience, I've helped you to think critically about the tools you're using and whether they are truly serving your needs. Have you ever stopped using a popular tool? If so, what was your experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, thanks for watching. Until next time.